Hello, my little kids. Hope you all are doing great today. And you must be wondering which new topic we will learn today. So, the topic for today is multiplication. Kids, do you know that multiplication is based on the method of repeated addition? Let us see how. Ria has a beautiful garden, so she decided to count the number of flowers in the 3 planters. As she noticed further, she saw that each planter consisted of 4 flowers. So she started adding 4 plus 4 plus 4, which resulted in 12. So Ria found out that there are 12 flowers in the 3 planters. But she started thinking that what if she makes 3 groups of 4? This would also result in 12. And then she again came to one conclusion, that is 3 times 4 also gives us 12, which is also known as the multiplication fact. So as you know that 4 plus 4 plus 4 gives us 12, which is equal to 3 groups of 4, that is 12. So wasn't this interesting? Kids, do you know that there are a number of ways of finding out the product of 2 numbers, that is the answer of multiplication? Let us study how to find out the product of 2 numbers using a number line, which is based on the method of skip counting. So for this, let us take an example. There was a frog and it decided to go from point A to point B. For this, the frog started taking the jumps of 2 steps. So as you notice that the frog took a jump of 2 and the number of jumps taken by the frog is equal to 4, which results in 8. Kids, so if you notice now, that is 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 4 times results in 8, which is equal to 4 times 2. So in this way, the frog was able to go from point A to point B. Kids, similarly, you can learn the concept of tables. Kids, you must be wondering that why is ma'am using a cross sign again and again? So yes, you got it right that the sign for multiplication is a cross. Yes, so now here we are to learn another method for finding out the product of 2 numbers. Do you know that we can find out the product with the help of a grid? Yes, a grid is a combination of rows and columns. The vertical block is known as a column and the horizontal block is known as a row. Now let us find out how can we find out the product with the help of this grid. So here are a few examples which I have taken for your ease. That is 5 into 3. That is 3 times 5. So the first number you have to see in a row and the second number you have to see in a column. As you notice here that the numbers from 0 to 9 are darkened in the rows as well as in the columns. So look for those darkened numbers. That is 5 in the row and 3 in the column. Now all you need to do is that you need to match 5 with this third column. And then you notice that the answer comes out to be 15. So the answer here is 15. That is 5 3s are 15. Similarly, 4th row, 7th column will result in 4 7s are 28. So let us find out 4th row and move to the 7th column. So if you see, the answer comes out to be 28. So kids, why not check it yourself for 8 into 2 and 6 times 9? So is this resulting in the same answer as written here? Of course, you got it right. So kids, in this way you can prepare a grid of 10 by 10, 9 by 9, 8 by 8 or any number of your choice. Remember to make a highlighted row and a highlighted column. And do not forget to put a multiplication sign which tells that you are multiplying 0 by 0, 0 by 1, 0 by 2 and so on. I think that you are now aware of all the basic ideas related to multiplication. So let us move on to the main important terms related to this chapter. That is, what is a multiplicand? So the number that is to be multiplied is known as a multiplicand, and the number by which we multiply is known as a multiplier. Do you know that the result of multiplication is known as the product? Yes, you got it right. Now let us see this with an example. If I write 12 into 3 is equal to 36, this tells me that 12 is a multiplicand, 3 is a multiplier because this number is multiplying 12. And the answer of multiplication, that is 36, is known as the product. So I hope these few important terms are clear to you. Now, moving on to the properties of multiplication. The following are the properties of multiplication. The first property says that the product of two numbers does not change even if you change the order of the numbers, which means that if you multiply 4 by 5, the answer would be 20. Or if you multiply 5 by 4, the answer will remain the same. So in both the cases, either you do 4 5s are or 5 4s are. The answer is 20. Now, the second property says that any number into 0 is a big 0. So let us see with an example. 7 into 0 results in a 0. 14 into 0 also gives you 0. Now moving on to the third property, which tells you that any number multiplied by 1 is equal to the number itself, which says that if you will multiply any number by 1, you will get the same answer. For example, 3 into 1 is equal to 3. 15 ones are 15. That is 1 times 15 gives you 50. So now you can notice that there are a number of ways that how you can speak a particular multiplication fact. So I hope now you're enjoying it. Now it is the time to learn few calculations, that is how to multiply a 2-digit number by a 1-digit number. So are you all ready? So let us take 2 examples. So all you need to do is that you need to arrange your multiplicand and a multiplier in a column form and put a multiply sign in front of those 2 numbers. Let us see how we do it. First example says multiply 32 by 3. This is how we arrange it. Write 32 as a multiplicand and below it write 3 as a multiplier. All you need to keep in mind that start your calculation from the ones place. So start calculating and find out this 3 multiplied by 2, that is 3 2s are 6. Now, and write it in the ones column. Now it is the time to calculate the tens column. So multiply this 3, the digit at the tens place. So 3 3s are 9, which results in the answer 96. Similarly, you can solve this example, that solve 4 multiplied by 2, that is multiply the digit at the ones place by the number 4. That is your multiplier. So 4 into 2 gives you 8. And now it is the time for the digit at tens place. Now 4 into 1 gives you 4 and write your answer in the tens column. So for this question, the answer is 48. So this becomes so easy. So I want each one of you to try a number of questions based on this concept. Now let us learn multiplication with carryovers. Yes, so here I have taken 2 more examples, which are 35 multiplied by 2 and 47 multiplied by 5. So let us solve this one first. as you all know that you always need to start with ones place. So first find out 2 into 5, that is 10. So as you get a 10, place ones place in the ones column and give 1 carryover to the tens column. Now multiply this 2 with the number 3. 2 into 3 gives you 6 and add a carryover to it. So 6 plus 1 results in 7. So this 7 will be written in the tens column. So for this your answer is 70. Now let us see this example. So what you need to do is 5 into 7 is the first step. So read the table of 5. 5 ones are 5, 5 twos are 10, and similarly 5 sevens are 35. Very good. So write 5 in the ones column and give 3 as carryover to the tens column. Now it is the time to multiply 5 with 4. So this gives you 20. So what you need to do, you need to add carryover to 20, that is 20 plus 3, which results in 23. So you write 3 in tens column and 2 shifts to the hundreds column. So the answer becomes 235. So I hope now you can all form your own questions and you can carry out the multiplication sums on your own. Last but not the least, it is the time for the word problem. Do you know that whenever you know something about one item and you want to calculate it for many items, you follow the concept of multiplication? So I have here taken one example which says there are 7 books in a drawer. A drawer says that in one drawer there are 7 books. How many books are there in 13 drawers? So all you need to find out is how many books are there in 13 drawers. So this becomes very easy, that if you know that one drawer consists of 7 books, so 13 drawers will consist of 7 plus 7 plus 7 13 times, and it becomes too difficult for me to calculate. So what I do here, I do 13 multiplied by 7, which results in the answer 91. So I find it out easily that there are 91 books in the 13 drawers. So wasn't that fun? So I hope you have understood everything that has been taught today, and you all will practice each and every page that is given in the book based on this unit. So I wish you all the very best. Keep practicing and have fun with multiplication. Goodbye.